Okay, this is a video to demonstrate setting up a class in Google Classroom, coming up with some course material to present to students as well as an assignment. So I've logged into Google, and now under the Google menu, I'm going to select Google Classroom down here at the bottom, towards the bottom. And I'll use this plus up here to create a class. This is a notice that comes up that really relates to K-12 education and privacy and security around K-12 education, not pertinent to us in higher ed. So I'm going to go ahead and click past that. Okay, so I'm giving my class a name and go ahead and create it, and it takes Google a little bit of time to do that. You can see there is other information I can add to the class from the beginning screen. And when it pops up here, it defaults with a picture that you can change, and there's other themes that you can select. For our purposes, I'll just leave everything as is right now. But do notice I have a place here that I can put a course announcement, and once students have joined the class, the announcements, I believe, are emailed to them. So everything appears here on the opening announcements page as they enter the class. Classwork is created here. So for starters, I want to set up a topic for today. So maybe 0321 is Intro to C Major Scale. Okay, so I've got my topic, and now I'm ready to create some course material. So let's say I'm going to create that via a Google slide. Okay. I can get rid of these defaults. I have Flat for Docs as an add-on for the Google Suite, and I can use that to go ahead and create a C major scale example. If I make a mistake, Control-Z is the best thing to do. You can click and drag notes within Flat for Docs, but often it's hard to click and grab them the way you'd want. So I just end up using Control-Z. But there's my snippet. And so let's say I want it a little bit smaller. And then let's say I want a text box to say this is a C scale. And then I want to center that. And then I can center the whole thing underneath. And let's say that's my slide for students to look at. So scale. And there is my course material for the course. So I've got that all created. I can add a description. I can go ahead and place that under my topic here if I remember, but I do need to post it so that it's actually in the course as material that I can do something with, but I can also just drag it from this screen and put it under today's topic. Okay, now I'm ready to create an assignment. So maybe this is a test for 020321, and I am going to create a little test in Google Docs. And so maybe my question is scale, and again using the Flat for Docs add-on. And I'm going to create some major scale again. Oops, Control-Z already. Takes a little bit getting used to this set right there. Okay, so there's my scale example. Takes a second to insert, and now maybe I can get a place to write the answer to the quiz. Okay. Now, I do need to end up sharing this in a way that they can edit it. Otherwise, they're just going to simply be able to open it and look at it and not be able to type in the answer. I can do that here. I need to name it first, sorry. And then under this, I can set people to editor. Okay, that's always important. Remember, if you want them to be able to type on the document, you have to set that share But I'll also show you that can be done here, and this is important to set because it defaults to students can just simply view. If I want them to edit, this would be all students editing a single file. This would be each student editing their own copy. And that's very important because that's how, for an assignment or a test, that's how you would want that set. Okay, I can then assign points. I can go ahead and put this under the topic for today. I can add a rubric, create a rubric, and grade it later by a rubric if I so choose. And then the most important is I need to assign it. Okay, now once I assign it, it's kind of locked in place. But let me let it go ahead and do that. Okay, and then I can put that second in our set of materials for class today. Okay, the next video will, then let me invite somebody to the class. I have a separate email I'm going to use to invite myself to the class. So the emails of everyone you're going to invite, and then just go ahead and invite them. Okay. Next video will demonstrate from the student's perspective joining the class and watching the presentation and taking that assignment.